What is going on, everybody? Weedletwineedle here, and we are back again with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be against Cosmo, a person I battled off my Discord server. So if you guys are interested in a Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle and trade a Discord chat room and a place to hang out and find yourself a Wi-Fi battle, definitely check out my Discord server. A link will be in the description. Now, before we get into this battle, if you guys are enjoying my daily Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles, let me know by leaving a like on the video, as it's the greatest way to express your love towards my daily uploads, and it really means the world to me. I really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, now today, me and Cosmo are having a PU battle, as Cosmo's packing a very scary looking PU team featuring Gastrodon, Ferroseed, Defensive Core, Mesprit, which is fair and balanced, and just Skuntank, which is just an annoying piece of crap. As I'm using a pretty funny team, I'm using Swalot once again, Z Heal Bell, Gramble, Defensive Weakness Policy Musharna, Scarf Banette, Subdragon Astropius, and Assault Vest. Licky. So without further ado, let's just hop right into this battle. So, turn one, my opponent is going to lead off with the Primate. Scarf Primate probably, because that's what everybody runs. Though I did see an Adrenaline or Primate once. Well, unfortunately, I don't think anyone's seen enough to use that against me. But yeah, turn one, my opponent is up with the Primate, and I don't think it carries Earthquake, because I don't even think Primate gets Earthquake. But if it does get Earthquake, that'd be kind of awkward, but I don't think it gets Earthquake, thankfully. So maybe it does, maybe I'm wrong, but he doesn't have it apparently, so that's good for me. He's going to bring in his Ferroseed, as I just go for Sludge Bomb just to play it safe turn one. I do actually have the Hidden Power Fire on this Splatoon on Swalot, just because I wanted to hit Steel types like Ferroseed that tried to pivot into my Poison type attacks, as I do get a critical hit, which is kind of unfortunate for him, but it actually does work for him, as you'll see on later in the video. So now my opponent's going to lay up Stealth Rocks, which is pretty annoying for me to deal with, but whatever, that's what Ferroseed does. And now I'm just going to go for Hidden Power Fire once again, just so he doesn't get any more entry hazards up or Leech Seed. So he's going to take the opportunity to bring in Gastrodon to pivot into Hidden Power Fire, which obviously this is going to do absolutely nothing to Gastrodon. Gastrodon is very bulky. Now, having Swalot in on Gastrodon is an unfavorable matchup for me. I'm going to expect him to predict my switch and go for Toxic with my Tropius, so I decided to stay in here, but he ends up going for Earth Power, so I'm like, crap, that's such a bad play. And, I mean, thankfully for me, I'm going to live at 69 hit points with Splatoon. That's the second time that's happened, 2 battles in a row, so I guess the game is trying to tell me something with Swalot, Swalot with 69 HP, lol, Swallow, XD. But speaking of Swallow, we actually have Giga Drain. We baited the Gastrodon, and we're going to get all of its health back, yum, and the Gastrodon's just going to get destroyed. So we're able to pretty much single-handedly defeat the Defensive Core with Swalot, which just shows how broken Splatoon truly is. And now in comes Mesprit, the real broken Pokemon. Now my opponent's like, you're using Swalot? Hold up, let me get this free Calm Mind. Hold up, guys. Look at this. Hold my blend. I got this. Calm Mind, +1 in special attack and Spadef. And I'm like, oh boys, Calm Mind Mesprit is so fun to play against. So I burp on him with Belch. It does half, and I'm like, okay, that's something, right? I mean, that's better than I thought it would be. And now Psychic is going to knock out Splatoon. Unfortunately, I didn't really have a Psychic switch-in because, Mesprit doesn't really have switch-ins. It has Bolt Beam coverage, Psychic, has a comment under its belt. Not going to take the chances. So now I'm going to bring in Voodoo here, my Scarf Banette, and just frisk and see he has Psyche MZ. So I'm like, oh, okay, he has Shattered Psyche or Shattered Psych. That's pretty scary for me to deal with, but whatever. Now my opponent is going to bring in the Ferroseed here as Death Fodder, and here's where the critical hit kind of helps him, because he's going to get knocked out by Shadow Claw instead of 2-hit KO, which would have allowed me to switch out after I Shadow Clawed him, because this Banette is very useful in checking that Mesprit, because Mesprit with Psyche MZ is not something I want to play around with. But now he's able to bring in Skuntank after I knock out his Ferroseed, and he's going to actually successfully Pursuit Trap me. I knew what was coming as soon as he brought in Skuntank, so I decided to just stay in here and get some last ditch damage with Shadow Claw, and it doesn't really do too much damage in Pursuit. It's not going to be able to knock me out because I didn't switch out, and unfortunately Stealth Rocks are going to knock me out anyway, so even if I try to outplay the Pursuit, it really isn't going to do me much. So I decided to go for Shadow Claw again, but he doesn't even go for Sucker Punch this turn, so that's fine. We're going to go for Shadow Claw, and any damage on Skuntank is good for me because Musharna does not appreciate Skuntank. Skuntank is just really annoying to deal with. So he's going to knock me out with the Pursuit, and down goes my Voodoo, unfortunately. I really would have loved to have that against that Mesprit and the Oricorio, because I think I outspeed Oricorio because I'm Jolly Scarf, though I could be wrong. But now I'm going to bring in Play Rough here, my Gramble, as I don't really have a switch into this damn Skuntank, because Skuntank's pretty damn threatening. Now, unfortunately, I brought the wrong Gramble. Now this Gramble set was something I was experimenting with. I kinda didn't have the right moveset on it. I mean, I had the Normalium Z, I gave it to it, that's fine, but he's gonna Poison Jab me and get Poison Attack, which kinda blows. But I actually have a Bulk Up, which isn't a bad move, like don't get me wrong, that allows me to not get 2 KO'd by the Poison Jab even after the poison. But I actually have Power Up Punch as well on this set. When I really wanted to run Earthquake or Thunder Wave, I think I wanted to get Earthquake on it instead to make myself more of an aggressive Pokemon. But yeah, with Bulk Up, Play Rough, Earthquake, and Z Heal Bell, in case I get status, like currently, I would be able to get a few boosts and then become a threat, and then just like not be a defensive pivot with Thunder Wave. I think it would catch people off guard, but no, unfortunately, I have Power Up Punch, which isn't really that bad. It just means I can't really Earthquake and bop this Skuntank after the Bulk Up. I have to go for Z Heal Bell here, or else I'll get freaking obliterated by the next Pokemon that comes in. So Z Heal Bell is going to give me all of my health back and just cure my poison, which is pretty nice for me, which is why I wasn't really too concerned about the fact that he poisoned me. So yeah, the Skuntank is slowly recovering its health back with the Black Sludge, which is pretty annoying as well. I'm pretty much hoping Play Rough can knock him out a +1 attack, though I don't really have much attack investment. I think I have like 80 or something, I don't really remember. The Poison Jab's gonna bounce off my body, but unfortunately he does get the Poison Hacks once again. I mean, it's 30%, so I don't know what I was expecting. But yeah, Play Rough should be able to knock out Skuntank, but Skuntank lives at red HP, which kind of sucks because now he's able to get another Poison Jab off, and on top of that he's able to get Aftermath because all I have is contact moves, so I'm unable to avoid Aftermath, which means my Gramble is pretty much going to get 1v1 by the Skuntank. So it was my fault, I should have checked the Gramble's moveset before getting into this battle, but now I just decided to show off the fact that I have Power Up Punch. Though Power Up Punch might be good instead of Bulk Up, because then we can have like fighting coverage to hit Pharaoh Seed and stuff, so you're not set up fodder for the Hazard Stacking God, but I don't even know. I think Thunder Wave is needed on Gramble, but I don't know, I guess it's just experimental, or whatever, I don't really know. But I'm able to knock out Skuntank, which is very nice for my my Musharna, but unfortunately Play Rough is also going to get lost, which kind of sucks because it makes me weaker to Primeape, but I still have Musharna in the back, so it's not too big of a deal. Here I'm going to bring in my Coochie Cleaner, my Licky Licky. Now, I nicknamed this Licky Licky when I was very intoxicated, so please don't judge me. I actually don't even remember that I nicknamed that, so this is kind of a surprise, and I had to work my way around the filter with Coochie. Okay, anyway, Primeape's gonna U-turn out of here and bring in Oricorio, and Oricorio Shiny looks so sick, by the way. Holy crap, it looks awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the knockoff here onto the Oricorio Sensu form and almost one-shot him, which is pretty nice. We're gonna knock off his Life Orb. He's not Fly EMZ because he's a Psyche EMZ on Mesprit, unless he's like me and runs two Z moves on his team, because I've done that before. Hurricane is going to do a lot of damage, even though I'm assault vested. I don't have any Spadef investment. I was gonna give this Licky Licky HP and Spadef investment instead of offenses, but I figured Licky Licky's offensive stats are too good, so I'm just gonna use them instead, and it's not nearly as bulky because of it, but it's okay. We're still max HP, max special attack, or max HP, some attack, and then some special attack. It's kind of weird because I have Fire Blast, Knock Off, Power Whip, and Explosion, so actually Licky Licky did really well against Pharaoh Seed and Gastron as well, but I guess Swowlet had to take the spotlight there. But now Mesprit is going to go for the Psychic Z move, Shattered Psyche, very, very strong attack. Shattered Psyche, I know people yell at me whenever I pronounce it wrong, but whatever, I just read what I see on the screen, and there's an E at the end of it, so it's like Psyche when it's really Psych, and I'm just like, whatever. So Shattered Psyche is going to one-shot Coochie Cleaner, unfortunately. Even with this offense, it was not enough to save me, and I would have just blown up on it with Explosion, but unfortunately, I did not quite live the attack. But now, I'm able to bring in a Banana Bush here, hoping I can take a Psychic, but of course, Mesprit has the Bolt Beam coverage. It's going to go for Ice Beam on my Tropius, and unfortunately, my Sub-Dragon and Tropius is unable to do anything, which is pretty sad, actually. Down goes my Tropius. And now all I have left is Cantophetus versus Musharna and Primeape. So I'm thinking I can win with this thing if I set up a few Calm Minds, because I feel like Mesprit can beat me 1v1 if he has a way to hit me, but it looks like he has Bolt Beam, which is very nice because that means he can't like Shadow Ball me or Signal Beam me, but I do have Signal Beam. But he freezes me with Ice Beam, but Cantophetus lives up to its name, Thaws Out, which means it can't be defeated, and a Signal Beam is going to be able to 2-hit KO the Mesprit, I'm pretty sure. It's not going to quite knock him out because Musharna doesn't have any special attack investment and it's not in stab, but yeah, he's going to go for the Ice Beam on me, and I could have went for Moonlight here or Calm Mind, but I decided just to knock him out with the Signal Beam. We're not going to prolong this battle any longer than it needs to be. I could have set up Calm Minds on this thing to make my victory pretty much guaranteed, but I didn't want to risk him being punished from Primeape and then just killing me when he brings it out, so that's why I did not attempt to set up Calm Minds against that thing at all, because I know Primeape carries punishment just for Musharna Musharda, and what do you know? He had punishment. So if I set up even one calm mind there, I would have lost the game. So yeah, that's just my freaking intuition skills on fleek, and now we're able to get the weakness policy late game, go for stored power, and we're just gonna knock out the Pine Ape, which is very nice for me. So we're able to win the game with a narrow 1-0 victory, all thanks to Musharda being a fair and balanced Pokemon in the PU tier, kind of like Mesprit. And yeah, that was a pretty fun Wi-Fi battle, very close and down to the wire. I hope you guys did enjoy this Wi-Fi battle. Like I said earlier in the video, if you want to support my channel, let me know by leaving a like on the video, as it really means the world to me. And yeah, the question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite Oricorio form in general? It can be based off of like appearance, or it could be based off competitive viability, or both. Let me know in the comments down below which one of the Oricorio forms are your favorite. Now my favorite Oricorio form is the psychic one, the freaking hula dancer one. Now I know it's probably like the least viable out of all of them, but like I really like its design, and I like psychic types a lot, so it's kind of like a biased opinion. And I also like the flame one. It's kind of like a baby Moltres, and I want to use one in the PU because it literally is like a baby Moltres. It gets freaking Hurricane Fire or a Revelation Dance as your coverage moves, and I don't know, I think it's adorable. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite Oricorio form is in general. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching till the end. I'll check you guys in my next video. Bye.